Ngayon, kasama ko yung aking mga good friends from Green Team Pilipinas. Mike Ong and Aaron, the original members. Oh,
Green Team.
Green Team. Sulong. Sulong tayo, sulong. Okay guys, itong video na to, hindi ito campaigning We are just gonna discuss paano kami namimili na ngayon, lalo na ako. Saka gusto namin i-impart, paano ba kami nagsiselect ng kandidato? Lalo na ngayon paparating na yung election sa May. Ito yung HALALAN 2019 kung tawagin. So, kumusta na ang buhay-buhay?
Ito, very busy with projects. At the same time, still politically engaged. Ikaw, Mike, yung ginagawa mo?
Well, since 2009, 2010.
11 years ago.
11, 10 years ago. Now, corporate marketing.
Ay, ako ganun pa rin naman ever since Na-maintain ko lang yung aking current job that time, di ba?
Okay.
And nadagdag lang yung studio ito nga. Kumusta na yung mga natin, friends sa Green Team?
Well, ngayon, seldom do we see them, but we're still in touch with them through Facebook, social media. That's what
I'm
connects
sure,
us.
like tayong tatlo, nagkakaiba-iba na tayo ng mga political views lately, di ba? Ngayon, we will discuss ano nga ba yung performance ng mga candidates ngayon. Hindi kami nagka-campaign or nag-endorse sana kahit sino. Iisa-isahin lang namin kung sino yung mga tingin namin na papasok at sino yung mga top 12 namin. Alright, let's start muna. Discuss natin yung
Survey.
most recent survey. Who's on top?
Grace Po is number 1.
Followed by?
Cynthia Villar.
Wait lang. Grace po.
Grace
Okay
po.
ba tayo kay Grace po? Okay ba kay Grace po?
Aaron.
She's a former boss, so I think she's very diligent. She's very hardworking, and I'm really considering her as one of my top bets for the Senate.
For the top 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Ikaw, Mike. Grace po, okay?
I think naman siya, a working senator. So, she deserves to stay.
Ako rin naman. Nakikita ko naman na kahit maraming feedback about yung kanyang vision, pero masipag. Yun ang importante, masipag
She's the chair of the Public Services Committee. So, inaasikaso niya yung problem sa MRT and then yung public transportation. Although, one of the issues nga sa kanya is hindi niya pinasa or hindi niya tinulungan
emergency powers. Yun lang. Yun
So,
Yeah, that's the one thing going against her.
Yep.
Yes, oo.
Yeah.
Kasi dapat kung nabigay sana yon, baka mas mabilis yung proseso natin ngayon, di ba? Although may mga naman siya, valid reason, pero parang pwede na ata i-let go, di ba?
It's been 3 years.
Oo nga. Okay, next. Sinong running second?
Running second is, none other than Cynthia Villar.
Si Chavillar?
Any opinion?
Ako, okay siya.
I think she's okay.
Okay siya. Lalo na yung mga agriculture issues.
Okay naman yung mga inputs
gusto ko.
niya sa mga economic issues. Coming from business, I think.
Tsaka, alam niya. Obvious naman kahit alam natin may mga staff siya. Pero, pag nagsasalita siya, kabisado niya yung issue, kabisado niya yung proseso about lalo sa agrarian, no?
One of the things that goes against her lang, I don't know if you've read about the tweet of Senator Lacson about para yung may mga
By the way, guys, si Aaron ang most updated sa aming tatlo kasi ako talaga bihira na ako magbasa ng mga
So, we defer to Aaron.
may mga nire-raise kasi siyang issues daw, no, na actually ipapasa niya daw, whereas may existing laws na. So I think on that aspect she has to answer that.
Like what, for example?
I'm not particularly sure, pero may mga nabanggit sa social media na gano'n. There's a venue and there's a platform naman for her through the HNP coalition para kasapit. But I think she deserves a seat pa rin. She deserves consideration for another term.
Mas masipag din.
I like her kasi pragmatic naman siya. We need pragmatism in the Senate. Masyadong bureaucratic ang gobyerno. We need to be pragmatic in how we do things.
Ito surprisingly, sa most recent survey, number 3 na si Bongo, no?
Bongo.
Do you think it has something to do with the endorsement of the president?
Oh, definitely endorsement, and you see a lot of advertisement, promotion. There's a lot of money being spent. So, awareness pa lang, panalo na yung tao.
Isa pa sa mga naririnig ko, like sa mga ordinaryong tao na nakakasabay ko sa LRT, sa mga taga-UBEL friends ko, mayat-maya raw mukha ni Bongo ang nakikita. So parang wala pa sila na-violate na Comelec rules?
Well, depende yan. Makikita natin yan pag nag-declare na sila ng kanilang mga campaign expenses. But, well, for any candidate that has the support of the administration or the president itself, I think you would somehow have the benefit of the government machinery, so to speak. So,
And in fairness kay Bongo, he's adopting a very good strategy. Less talk, less mistakes.
Correct,
Surprisingly. Di ba, there was a maalaala mo kaya
Yeah.
episode featuring Bongo
Talaga?
in ABS-CBN.
Pwede lang yan.
Di ba?
Meron,
Meron.
meron.
A few weeks
Meron.
back.
Wow. Hindi ko alam.
That in itself is already something. In terms
Hindi
of
na ako nakakapanood ng
selectability.
TV eh.
Oo.
But,
Wala na.
but Bongo, he, more than President Sack, no? Meron siyang mga platforms. He's looking at building more malasakit centers nationwide. No, so there's a platform, and it's also strategic for the president to actually have Bongo in the Senate.
Oh, correct. I mean, for the, syempre, alam niyo naman, very polarized tayo. There, what you call the yellow, may DDS, marami namang in between. But for those that are in favor of the president, having somebody very close to Duterte in the Senate would be good in terms of advancing your agenda and policies that, the administration wants to really help the country.
So,
Next
next we have Sonny Angara. Yeah, I like him. I want him to win sana.
We worked with him briefly doon sa tax reform law. So he's really known for as one of the pillars ng personal income tax reform and the train law
The
itself.
train law itself.
So I think it's also going to be a referendum for the train law if Angara should place higher in the elections.
Well, Angara, ano ba? Agree on the train law. Kaso lang, for me, well, I'll still vote for him, but my only thing, in a way, not so sure about this, ang dami niyang mga proposal for free ganyan, free ganon. My question is, where do you get that?
The
Because
budget.
you always, because ang politiko, laging magsasabi na,
Yeah,
okay,
bibigay
gagawin ko to,
sa inyo,
gagawin ko
tendency
yan.
yan. Pero, you have to reckon with, can the government afford? And then, do we have impose another layer of taxation? So, those things you have to also take into account.
Okay. Alright, next.
Next would
Number
be,
5.
surprisingly still,
Lito Lapid. I think because
Leon Guerrero.
why do you think he's still in the top?
Because of Provinciano. Because Provinciano is in the 40s in the national service. So like 4 out of 10 Filipinos watch Provinciano, and he played a crucial role in that particular teleserye. So that's why he was able to rebuild his name. So kaya mataas din siya sa surveys niya.
Andun siya talaga ever
Yeah,
since
you have to take note
5-4 because of Provinciano.
Yes, the Provinciano factor.
Okay, so mamaya ko na sasabihin ko sino yung mga ano ko, pero wala siya sa top 12 ko siguro.
Actually, sa akin wala rin. First of all, anong policy proposals niya? I mean, it's not, hindi pwede kasi na, okay, sikat lang, we like him, he may be a very likable person, but you need somebody there who can actually contribute something. Fair enough. Yeah,
Wala na akong sasabihin, pero kahit paano nag-i-improve, nagmamature na yung ating voters, di ba? Pero nagugulat lang ako, andyan siya sa, nasa top siya. Pero, well, let's respect that kasi baka naman talagang meron siyang magawa na this time, di ba?
Yeah, let's see.
May napasa naman siya ng batas, di ba? Alam ko, meron siya
The
na batas.
free legal
There
assistance
was-
law.
there was.
The free legal assistance law.
Okay.
Number 6 is Pia Cayetano right now.
Nasa top 12 ba siya?
I'm considering her. She has a lot of good advocacies for
For
women and children.
Yeah, so,
So,
so far, siya nga ang kailangan natin yan para balanse, para meron pa rin magre-represent ng
kailangan may
women's group.
kapagbigyan doon.
yeah.
So, I'm favoring towards voting for her. Not sure yet, but maybe.
And 7, actually between 5 to 8 siya, no?
5 to 8.
Ito na nakikita ko kasi ako talaga I believe in surveys kasi kami sa marketing talaga.
Yes,
we do a
agree.
lot of surveys
Yeah,
na
agree.
ang accuracy rate dyan normally nasa mga 90% eh. Depende rin sa samples na nakukuha nila,
Yeah.
ba? Pero tingin ko naman ang Pulse and SWS has been
Reputable. And,
consistent
reputable
of
enough.
getting the right samples, di ba? So, kaya nga nakikita natin na pagpalapit ng election, halos yun na rin yung lumalabas. May gumagalaw na lang sa baba. Doon na lang nagkakaroon ng mga agawan, protesta, di ba? Well, anyway, between 5 to 8 siya, di ba? So, most likely, pagka next survey lumabas pa siya, sure na yan, di ba?
Most
Pero
likely.
nasa top 12, di ba siya?
Top 12.
Ikaw?
si Bato de la Rosa, not for me at this point.
Maybe for a local government position, but not for the Senate.
Ako naman, hindi pa kasi ko convinced eh. Lalo na yung state niya under PNP as chief.
Yun nga eh.
PNP?
He may have leadership qualities because hindi naman siya magiging PNP chief.
Yeah,
He
yes.
would not rise through the ranks. No? As a legislator, will he be able to contribute? That's my question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But to his credit, he participated in one debate, a televised debate in GMA7. Pero makikita mo doon, very tentative, very kinakabahan.
Really?
So, hindi pa masyadong sanay siguro doon sa part na makikipagbalitaktakan ka doon sa Senado. So I guess it's really not his place.
Pero kung if ever mananalo siya, kailangan niya ng talagang magagaling na researchers, consultant and staff.
Correct, agree. But another thing going for Duterte, the fact that Bato, in terms of, before hindi naman siya kilala nationally, ka-level niya itong mga nationally well-known for years now, is a validation of the popularity of the president.
Yeah, so popularity of the president pa rin yan.
Next,
Nancy Binay at 7 to 10. Nancy Binay.
so number 8.
Nancy Binay. The first term, maybe tumultuous, marked by controversies dun sa mga sinusuot niya sa SONA. But to her credit, the second half of her term has been remarkable, to say the least. And the social media users would attest to that. Marami siyang part na committees na naging active siya. And she actually raises good questions sa mga committee hearings. So I think she would be very good consideration sa slate ko for my top 12.
How about you?
Wala siya sa top 12 ko eh.
Well, for me, not yet in my list. One is, ako kasi, okay, you may be qualified but you're there because you have the surname. So, what more beyond the surname? Diba?
Yes,
another thing is, but I have to give credit to her. Her social media and her campaigning skill is very good.
Nga lumalabas siya doon sa mga
In fairness to her.
video na video about puppies.
Oo.
Diba? Biglang lalabas yung
At saka very
yung
self-depreciating siya. And people tend to like that.
Yeah.
Yung trying to be underdog. And then,
Oo nga, I realized that just now, inaapi siya, pero hindi niya pinatunan, di ba?
But actually,
ginamit pa niya.
She's very smart actually.
Smart.
Actually. Alright, so...
But for me, not yet sure.
For now, wala pa siya sa top 12 ko.
Ito.
Placing 8 to 12. Pero actually, medyo madidelikado pa yan. Pero mukhang papasok na rin to si Mar Rojas.
Potentially,
mukhang papasok na rin
So,
siya.
Mar Rojas.
Well, masustain niya lang yung campaign strategy niya ngayon na hindi masyadong
Nakadikit dun sa
negative.
Ocho diretso.
No, hindi siya masyadong bukod doon. Hindi siya masyadong nagde-negative in terms of mga interview siya, bihirang-bihira, di ba?
Hindi siya hard
Which is tama yun.
Hindi siya extreme.
Tama yun.
Well, Mar Rojas twice defeated presidential candidate because the first one, it gave way siya kay Noynoy, di ba? He did not win against Duterte. But he was number 1, I remember, in 2001 as Mr. Palengke.
2000.
Right? Tama ba? 2004 pala. Sorry. So he was number 1. In fact, presidential material naman talaga yan ever since that time. For me, I've always liked him in a way because I know he's qualified. He can really deliver in terms of policy proposals that would be good for the country. Totoo naman, may economics background ng tao. Kaso lang, very recently, I saw this statement of his that, okay, inflation was quite high October of last year, averaging mga 6% above. Mataas yun.
Mataas talaga yan.
And then he was blaming the train law. And he's an economics student. He has very good economics background. Wharton, ganyan. So, he knows that very well. Alam niya yung intricacies niya. Pero ngayon, bumaba na yung inflation. It's not because really of the train law. It's really because of the supply shortage of rice and the main staples. Ang sinasabi pa rin niya ngayon, recently, there was a statement, kahit 3.5% yan, bumaba na, meron pa rin inflation. But as an economics supposedly well-known expert, you should know that having a single-digit inflation is equivalent to having a healthy economy. Pag deflation yan,
kasi may
negative yan.
May movement Forces of nature, di ba? Marami external forces, di ba?
Exactly.
Kailangan talaga gumalaw ang
gumalaw.
inflation talaga hindi mawawala, di ba? Issues, di ba? I think he will make it to the top.
For me, verdict.
Pero wala siya sa 12 ko.
Ako actually, I'm considering him, except that despite the fact my political inclination is in favor of the president. Pero with Mar Rojas, you need somebody in the Senate. Hindi naman pwede puro admin yan, hindi pwede puro opposition. You need to have some balance.
Kailangan balance tayo.
So if there's one opposition guy I may vote for, that's still him. But it's just disappointing na when he stoops down to that level. Alam naman natin that he's better than that.
Can win as president by 2022? President of Araneta Group of Companies. Positive question.
We're standing at 8 to 13.
Pero,
medyo bumaba na to, no? Bumaba na siya, di ba?
10 siya ngayon, 10.
Oo, 10 siya ngayon. Ano ba ito? Ito ba yung latest?
Ito latest to, February 24, 26.
Bong Revilla. Ang Panday.
Well, he was given reprieve, but he was asked to pay 100 plus million. First things first, pinakawalan ka, tumupad ang gobyerno sa ang korte nag-order na palabasin ka. Pinalabas ka. Now, you're asked to pay 100 plus million. You should pay. Now, why is he declining to pay? And then he's running. Why? Is he using those funds to run for the Senate?
Nababasa pa yan.
Yeah, he was ordered to pay.
At saka yung sinasabi, sorry I mean, those...
So, kinokontest niya yun.
Yeah, kinokontest niya. And he's saying na meron siya itutuloy na laban. Ano ba yung tutuloy niyang laban? Is he, once he's seated as senator, he is gonna go after those who he perceives that sent him to jail? So, you don't use the Senate as a tool for your vendetta. Maybe join Provinciano. And then, use your join Vendetta, the group.
Go back to the
but
movies.
not the Senate.
Ako kasi ever since hindi ko siya binoto eh. Hindi ko na siguro i-explain pero hindi ko talaga siya binoboto kasi nung una pa lang wala ako masyadong nakitang resulta eh. Kasi mas results oriented ako eh. Siyempre, hindi naman deny sikat siya eh kasi artista eh, di ba?
Guwapo.
Oo, guwapo, di ba? Pero ewan ko ngayon, hindi ko pa rin siya iboboto siguro.
Ako, for me, definitely not in my list. If I go back kung ano yung naging tenure niya as senator, I don't remember anything concrete.
Exactly, ako rin eh.
So, he may come back, baka manalo yan, pero I mean, anong na-contribute mo before? Aside from you being very popular because you were a movie star.
Lumalabas
For me, I mean, you only have 12 slots to be voted for this cycle. So, I think there's somebody else who can fit in that one slot better. That can really make a difference.
Sinasabi ko kanina earlier, di ba, na natutuwa ako kasi medyo nagmamature na yung ating
Electorate.
electorate. Pero meron pa rin nga eh. No? Meron pa rin na I think ito yung hindi ko pa nakikita yung breakdown ng SWS tsaka Pulse Asia na samples, no? Pero pag nakita ko yun, mas maiintindihan kung bakit niya, nasa top 12 pa rin siya ngayon, di ba? Pero bumaba na, ang laki na ng binaba niya. Ang laki na binaba. Kaya siguro, I don't know, nagigising na yung mga
They to lapid, they should work. They should not just work in front of the cameras, they should work in the Senate.
Agree.
Correct. Okay, nasa number 11, pero range, ang ano niya is 9 to 14, so medyo delikado pa rin siya.
Delikado pa yan, can move down.
Actually, itong magmula kay Mar Rojas, yung 8 to 12, 8 to 13, 9 to, yan yung mga medyo
Delicate zone.
maglalaban-laban pagdating sa dulo eh. Yan yung
Jaime
Marcos. Ako para magkaroon na ng balance eh, tingin ko iboboto ko siya.
Ako, Marcos, she is tentatively in my list. One, because accomplished naman siya in terms of her tenure as congresswoman and then as governor of Ilocos Norte. So, may utak yung tao, can bring in certain solutions to, national problems that we have in terms of, additional legislation or improvement on or revisions of the laws that we have. So, tentatively nandun siya sa akin. Of course, may issue yung family nila. Hindi mawawala yan. But if I just look at her qualification, compared to the other ones who are higher than her in the ranking of the Senate.
Correct, exactly.
I would give her the slot.
Yes, mas tingin ko kasi sa kanya mas magtatrabaho siya eh, di ba? Kaya, pero kung wala yung iba na hindi ko gusto sa baka nga mawala si Amy sa top 12 ko eh.
But really, one of the glaring things na lumabas during the campaign about Amy Marcos is the education.
Attainment.
And I think...
Teka, ano na nga pala pinaka-latest doon?
She has not yet released an official statement.
Wala.
And
dumana lang yung issue.
Yeah. And I think, as public officials, we are accountable to the people. And she should come out in the open. If she's not a graduate, then so be it.
Tingin ko naka-apekto yan eh, kaya bumaba yan. Siya. Kasi dati nasa top 5 siya eh. Diba?
Hindi mo kasi maiiwasan. Hindi mo pwedeng iwasan lang na iwasan. One day, you will really have to answer. And
siguro bago mag-election o bago mag-start o matapos yung campaign, tingin ko isa sa magandang strategy yung bigla siya magkaroon ng statement about that, diba? Para magkaroon ng kalinawan. Ano ba talaga?
At some point during the campaign, she should address that. Otherwise, that will negatively impact yung candidacy niya talaga. Pero sayang kasi qualified sana siya. Overall. Kaso lang yung mga background na ganyan. This may be small things in the grand scheme of things, but these are important to people.
12. The final slot.
Si Coco Pimentel. Aaron.
We know each other from the past. I was informally with PDP. He was one of those who recruited me. I would say, with all due respect to my friends in the PDP laban, medyo hindi naging satisfactory yung performance niya as Senate President. That's why siguro ganyan yung pwesto niya ngayon. And I think maraming mga bills na hindi na ipasa na gusto sana ni Presidente na maipasa.
Correct.
And there was a critical issue na naging telltale signs ng baba niya sa pwesto. And I think I couldn't remember. I think that was martial law stand ni Coco Pimentel, and a few weeks or a few days after he was removed as Senate President.
Pero ay isa siya sa mga nagsusupport ng federalism.
Yeah,
Of course, sila nung tatay.
Isa na ng tatay.
Actually, yun ang gusto ko sa kanya. Pero 50-50 ako kay Coco Pimentel. Wala siya sa 12 ko as of
He
now.
started with PDP Laban and he's still with PDP Laban. However, to recall, in 2013, he was part of the Team Pinoy Slate. Team Pinoy. And that yung naging falling out nila ni Jojo Binay because of Zubiri. And now, there's a pending case ngayon. I think there's resolution already. He's seeking a third term technically, kasi di ba nung first term niya,
Yung kay Zubiri issue
she
yun.
took over. So I think that was already been settled by the COMELEC.
Well, Coco Pimentel, not really in my list right now, but what I like about him, sabi nga ni Aaron, he talks about institutions, he's here for federalism ever since consistent naman
Ako rin federalism.
Kaso siguro one turn of point is, yung tama yung sinasabi mo yung nangyari sa kanya from Senate President, hindi niya na-hold on to yung leadership status niya. So there's something wrong. Even the way PDP Laban is managed as a political party, I think that's also symptomatic of his capability as a leader. But as a legislator, qualified naman yung tao, but well, hindi lang siya nasa list ko at this point.
Ako rin, wala pa siya sa top 12 ko. Actually, hindi pa nga buo yung 12 ko Kaya nga, hihingi ako suggestion sa mga friends ko sa UBEL community. Yung mga friends ko dyan na graduate na, yung mga may asawa na, at yung mga bagong botante, baka may masuggest kayo sa akin sa number 11 and 12 ko. Mamaya, iisa-isahin ko sino yung nasa list ko. Alright. Ano yung mga issues na dapat natin hanapin sa mga candidates ngayon? Okay, unahin natin, Aaron.
I think we should start with gut issues. Yung mga issue na nakadikit sa intestines o mga pangangailangan ng mga tao.
Sa araw-araw.
Water.
Personal experience.
Water management. What piece of legislation would work so that one, we have a reserve for the next for the short term, which is we're looking at 3 to 6 years, and in the medium term, what kind of infrastructure and regulatory or structural solutions baka kailangan natin i-revisit yung mandate ng National Water
O sino yung mga kandidato ngayon na may mga plataforma para sa mga bagay na yan, di ba?
Right now, parang meron
Wala akong nakikita pa so far. Wala di ba?
And the issue on the Kaliwa Dam, no?
Hanapan natin sila ng mga ganyan.
position nila.
Oo.
I think
Power.
power.
Di ba? Ano ba ibang pang source of power na pwede nating iplano or invest?
We have some candidates that have spoken doon sa power issue. Larry Gadon has spoken on that issue to revisit the EPIRA law. And also yung...
Ano yun?
Can you educate?
Oo. Kasi siyempre mga kaibigan lang sa...
napaka-komplikado nung ating...
brief lang.
Yung ating, meron kasi sa energy sector, meron tayong distribution, transmission, at saka generation. So yung 3 components, para makapagtayo ka ng dito, ng maging power producer ka dito, napakaraming processes. And lalo na problema ang kuryente sa probinsya. Lalo na sa Mindanao. A couple of years back, nagkaroon ng power crisis sa Mindanao. So, hindi mo rin na maaaring ipasa yan sa mga maliliit na cooperative. So, we're looking for more,
yung mas stable, di ba? Mas
right incentives for investment.
And,
mas malaki.
At kailangan ma-debunk natin yung ng mga senators na to be natin yung issue ng alternative sources of fuel na expensive daw. It's not. But the kind of support that your government provides for these alternatives, and especially ang Senate at ang Congress, sila nagpapasa ng budget. So, importante yan.
Kaya tingin ko importante din ang talagang intindihin natin yung oil exploration na pag-uusapan lately, no? Huwag tayong basta maging negative about ano yung pinag-uusapan at ginagawa ng gobyerno, di ba? Kasi para rin sa future ng Pilipinas yan di ba? Exploration yan, iba yung exploration sa occupation. Tandaan
naman.
Tinutumbok mo natin.
Yeah,
In China.
to the third issue na dapat natin consider yung siguro yung China issue. Pero ang dami nating Chinese-Filipino na dito. So, parang masyado tayo naging harsh lately sa mga pag sinabing Chinese. Although hindi ko naman sinasabi na mababait sila totally. Pero Diba? Let's read history, guys.
Saka we can be nationalistic while being pragmatic. And when you talk about economics, you have to be pragmatic in the short run, in the medium run. So, yung oil exploration na point mo, so recognize na meron sa splat list, but do we have the
Pero
resources?
hanggang ngayon chismis pa rin yun na merong oil doon
So, kailangan
wala pa rin i-establish na concrete proof na may oil ka talaga.
Kailangan ma-found out
Wala
yan
pa.
talaga without any political call.
Correct.
So that we can assess based on reality.
So that once and for all malaman na may oil ba dyan o wala na. Kasi
pragmatic way forward. Hindi pwede nagpo-protest ng time.
Oo.
What do we do to access that energy?
Kasi sa kakaprotesta nyo, walang nakikinabang na sa
pero wag din tayo papayag na itaboy yung ating mga fishermen.
Of course, that's a different matter. Patrimonial na yan. Pero
kasi atin talaga yun.
Correct. But in terms of getting the economic benefits of those deposits, we have to find a pragmatic solution.
Yes.
You have to realize the geopolitics of the of the area. So we have to take that into account.
That's very delicate, no, yung pagpasok natin sa mga engagement natin with our partners, no? Considering that China is also helping us in our build program.
Also Japan.
Japan. So kailangan consider din natin yung mga strategic partnerships natin. Our fourth issue would have to discuss traffic and transportation.
Yeah, traffic and transportation.
Everybody can relate.
Although nag-i-start na yung infra sa
In fairness to this government,
sila lang ang nakapagtuloy nito, di ba?
the subway, the connection of the different
And,
highways.
and we have pending now the new airport, which have been approved by NEDA.
Sa Bulacan ba yan?
So yes, so that will be a great boost, and then we have our subway. So again, that will fall on the capacity ng ating Senate to really take a look at these deals, no, at investigahan, lalo na yung sa MRT. Nagkaroon tayo ng problema dyan. Chinap-chap ng previous administration yung kontrata ng MRT. But now, we have Sumitomo back in the picture, so we're expecting some improvements according
Pero hanapan nga natin yung mga candidates, mga kandidato ngayon, ano yung mga position nila about that, na para hindi mahirapan yung mga commuters. Kasi like me, I take LRT2 every day going to work, no? Yung elevator, escalators, ang tagal sira niya, lumayos lang ulit yan nung 2016 after nung election, no? Pero lately nakikita ko parang ayan na naman yung escalators, hindi na naman gumagana. Yung mga senior citizens, nakakaawa. Talagang tutulungan mo pang pumanik sa hagdan na ang taas-taas, di ba? I-consider sana ng management yun ng LRT or whoever is on in the DOT ba?
DOTR.
Sino bang secretary ngayon?
Secretary,
diba? Sana makonsider nila yun kasi kawawa yung senior citizens talaga at maging strict sila na sino lang pala talaga dapat sumakay sa elevator.
Actually, very few lang ang talagang that recommends concrete solutions.
Correct.
Everybody is tending towards mga motherhood statement.
Improve, dagdagan yung rail.
Nasaan yung konkreto na gusto nyo
At
gawin?
saka yung field ng trabaho ng senador, hindi pang presidente yung ipinapangako.
Oo, hanapan natin sila ng mga ganyang solusyon nila sa mga issues na ito. Telco.
Everyday din yan. Everyday. The cost of telecommunications.
Yeah, kaya nga ako medyo parang gusto ko i-push si Bam Aquino
For the third telco.
Yeah, siya lang kasi, hindi lang siya third gusto niya pa niyang
multiple. Why not?
And,
fourth, fifth.
I think yung naging problema dun sa third player kasi I think that's a group of Dennis Uy yung na-approve. But it also is a reflection of the need for the Senate to review yung ating procurement laws dahil nagka-problema dun sa bidding process So I think for our senators, maybe discuss ano yung mga possible amendments dun sa ating BOT law, if there are.
Dinidiscuss ba ni Bam yung mga ano niya sa...
I'm not sure.
Napapanood yung mga...
Pero kung narinig niyo si Presidente, actually mas gusto niya ang Swiss challenge process para mapabilis yung proseso ng pag-approve.
Yan yung recent frustration niya na in 3 years na nandiyan na siya, ang bagal pa rin ng gobyerno. Which is because of how our laws are set up. Siyempre, kahit nandiyan ka sa pinakataas na posisyon, you still have to go through the process. We need to review those processes because ang speed ngayon ng proyekto dapat akma na doon sa kailangan ng tao. Marami na tayo.
Ang gusto ko lang sana mangyari na yung pacing ng current administration sana masabayan ng iba.
Masustain.
Masustain
Kasi
kasi
pagdating sa infrastructure, yung build na yan, mga public services, sana na yung political color, medyo buwasan
alisin muna natin.
Let's look at the benefit of the
balansin
majority.
natin. Hindi yung dahil ayoko si Duterte, dahil ayoko si
Aquino.
Aquino. Hindi ganun yun.
Dapat colorblind yan.
Oo, colorblind tayo pagdating sa mga tao na binoboto natin para, alam mo yun, kasi hindi naman yung parehong negative lang yung mga yan di ba? May mga positive sides din sila na kailangan natin i-merge para sa buong Pilipinas yan.
Ang trabaho ng senador ay una, gumawa, mag-review, at mag-amend ng mga batas. Pangalawa, ang ating mga senador, meron sila tinatawag ng oversight powers. So, kailangan ma-follow through nila paano yung nagiging implementation ng mga batas para magkaroon sila ngayon ng capacity to review or if there's a need to amend existing laws. Kaya yung mga senador po na bobotohin natin, dapat meron kakayahan na bumasa ng batas, para magtanong doon sa mga kinauukulan at saka para alamin kung sino yung mga tamang resource person na itatap para makagawa ng mga batas. May mga technical working group kasi tayo sa mga paggawa ng batas. So dapat po yung mga botohin nyo, yung may mga taong ganong capacity, hindi papogian lang yung labanan natin sa Senado.
Who can actually serve.
Those who can fulfill the mandate of a senator.
And one last thing, wala sa top list natin, pero yung mga nag-voice out ng stand nila about the economy of the country, di ba? Yung mga nagsasabi na, utang tayo ng utang.
The debt trap.
Kasi yung debt trap na, may isang vlogger kasi na about China trap di ba? Pero parang sa masa, parang naging dating doon, isa na tayo doon. Pero, you know guys, kung i-compare nyo rin, i-research back yun kasi yung mga country na mention doon are borrowing money beyond their means Kasi tayo ang debt rate natin is nasa mga less than 40% lang So we're good. We're good. Kaya huwag kayong mag-alala sa mga yan. You have to learn the economics 101 first bago tayo mag-react at magbigay ng mga natin about huwag kayong matakot diyan kasi good payer tayo, di ba? And one more thing, yung mga nagsasabi na bakit yun pala bakit hindi lang natin gamitin yung resources natin? Guys, katulad sa bahay natin, kung maglo-loan ka ng kotse, kailangan mo rin mag-invest sa sa healthcare ng anak mo, 'di ba? Sa house insurance mo, sa pang-araw-araw mong pangangailangan. So kailangan ganoon ang paghahawak natin ng budget natin, 'di ba?
Paano natin popondohan yung mga projects? Meron tayong PPP, meron tayong ODA. Yung ODA, yun na tayo humihiram.
Official Development Assistance.
Official Development Assistance. Hiram tayo ng pera sa China, may pera tayo sa Japan. Pinapondohan nila yung North-South Rail Connection natin, commuter project. Importante na maintindihan po natin na kahit may mga certain percentages na mga loans doon, depende doon sa length ng pangungutang yun. Let's say, pag mas matagal yung period mo na pagbabayad ng utang mo, mas malaki yung chance na makabayad ka kaysa doon sa mga short-term loans na medyo matataas yung inaanong interest. So, katulad ngayon, may mga PPP projects tayo. Dapat reviewin din ng mga senador natin yung mga PPP projects na yun. Kung talagang advantageous to the government yung mga PPP projects. So, trabaho ng senador yun. So, dapat aware po tayo.
Hanapan natin sila ng mga ganyan. Kaya yung mga iboboto natin, maging maingat tayo sa pagpili. Kami ko ngayon wala kaming kinakampaign sinasabi lang namin sa inyo, ano yung mga basis namin para gustuhin ko to o ayawan ko to, di ba? Pero, huwag niyo pong sundin kung ano yung mga list namin na iboboto. Bumoto kayo kung sino sa tingin nyo ang karapat-dapat.
Based on the issues.
Vote according to your conscience.
Correct.
Alright, choices namin sa mga candidates ngayon, yung aming top 12. Simulan natin kay Aaron, since siya yung most updated.
Okay, just to explain, I will be voting for 5 administration candidates, 4 opposition candidates, and 3 independent candidates para magkaroon tayo ng balanse sa composition ng ating susunod na Senate of the Philippines. My first vote would go to Senator Grace Poe. I believe she has a number of public transportation bills na kailangan ipasa, katulad ng Commuters Act, National Transport Safety Board Act, and all other important measures, of which nakatulong ako personally in terms of pushing for those bills nung I was working for Senator po. My next candidate would be Secretary Bongo. I think that we need somebody in the Senate who has a direct line with the President and who can directly advance all the advocacies and the legislative agenda of the administration. Secretary Bongo would definitely be the perfect poster boy in the Senate. The next one would be Attorney Larry Gadon. I believe Attorney Larry Gadon, in his public interviews, has pushed for specific measures to lower our power rates and also to improve our agro-industrial linkages. So he has a good background also, and I believe he deserves a seat in the Senate. The next independent candidate that I will be voting for would be Senator Nancy Binay. I believe she has improved remarkably in her tenure as senator. We need her to be present in more committee hearings so that the ordinary Filipinos, through her, can ask more relevant questions, more of the gut issues. Senator Binay is in that position. The next independent candidate that I'm voting for would be Attorney Alan Montaño. He has pushed for a number of revisions to our existing labor laws, including the 555 system, kung saan pag 5 buwan ka na, hindi ka na mareregular, wala ka ng opportunity na mag-advance sa same company. So, he would be the perfect person for that. Now, going to the administration, I have a few more candidates. Senator J.V. Ejercito, who has championed the Universal Healthcare Act. And I believe he has more pending bills na gusto niyang maipagpatuloy if given a fresh mandate. And he has the track record to prove that. Next would be Senator Sani Angara. He was one of those people na nag-push ng reduction of our personal income taxes. He would want to really review yung effectivity ng first train law, including those na sinasabi natin naka-apekto dun sa mga prices natin, yung excise tax, napagtaas sa excise taxes. So the power of review would be on the next Senate, and Senator Sani has vowed to review the train one. Next would be Secretary Rafi Alunan, former DILG Secretary Rafi Alunan, the only administration candidate that has come out and said we must bring our issues with China to the UN Secretary General. He has the background, he has worked for several administrations, and he is a close friend of the President, and he's very capable. In the opposition side, my number one would be a fellow Bedan and a fellow economics graduate, Attorney Nery Colmenares. He has fought for a lot of our gut issues. Kahit na magkaiba po kami ng ideolohiya, he belongs to the left.
Neighbor kayo.
Centrist, I'm a centrist, but it doesn't matter. Ang importante, may nagtutulak ng mga batas kontra sa ating pagtataas ng presyo ng rate sa telco, yung sa China, at I think Attorney Nery Colmenares has done that and will continue to do that in the Senate. Next would be Attorney Chel Jokno. He is a long-time human rights advocate. He has publicly said his piece against the President. We need a dissenting voice in the Senate. And he and Attorney Piro Hilbay, who has also spoken strongly on China issues, should also be given consideration. And I'm considering him also for my Senate slate. Last but not the least, Leody de Guzman, who was a candidate of the marginalized sector, yung partido ng mga manggagawa. I think not only in the Congress do we need sectoral representation, we also need sectoral representation in the Senate, and Leody de Guzman would be the person who would be able to carry that out. So those are my 12 candidates.
Wow. Well detailed.
Very full na.
Okay, Michael.
Okay, for me, yung first 1 to 8 ko would be sure na. 9 onwards to 12, tentative, optional, because we still have 1 month to go. So marami pang mangyayari. But anyway, just to share with you. So number 1 would be, I'm not related to the guy, Dr. Willie Ong. So he's fighting for healthcare. He's very popular on social media. Actually, yun yung strategy niya. But he's not yet in the top 15. So, but this is a guy that we need. So another Flavier in the Senate, I would say. Number 2 would be Secretary Bongo, because we need to be able to fight for the legislative agenda of the President. The House of Representatives has passed most, if not all of it.
Yeah.
In the Senate, matagal. So we need more allies there to really push forward with the administration agenda, especially for infrastructure. Okay. Number 3 would be Sani Angara. He passed the train law, but we need him again for train 2, train 3 in the Senate. It's already okay in the House, so that's my reason why I'm voting for him. Number 4 would be Pia Cayetano. So women empowerment, we need somebody like her, very qualified. She's been in the Senate before. So, and then number 5 would be si Grace Po. So a lot of women actually in my list now. Grace Po, Grace Po is ano naman to, hardworking senator, no? But I hope she's going to be able to pass the emergency powers. Qualified na bibigay ng gobyerno lahat ng kailangan. Number 6 would be Cynthia Villar, because we need business acumen in the Senate, we need pragmatism there, so we need sort of a mother figure in the Senate as well. Okay. Number 7 would be Amy Marcos. She brings in vast experience in local government, so she would be an advocate for that, on how to help the local government units in the Senate. Number 8 would be Rafi Alunan. So an elder statesman in the Senate would be good for us as well. So vast experience, may prinsipyo, meron talagang stance on different issues. So we need somebody like him. Not yet in the top 15, actually medyo malayo yata siya. But we need somebody like him na may experience at may kakayahan talaga, to mentor those other people, younger senators as well. Okay, onwards na optional. So number 9 would be Mar Rojas. Very qualified talaga, to be honest naman. Brings in a lot of talents. But he has his issues, but he is in my optional list. No?
Alright.
Okay. Number 10 would be, I want somebody who was from the media, so Jiggy Manikan fits the bill. So there's a lot of issue about press freedom, which I don't really subscribe to, because in the age of social media, that's not the case. It's very dispersed, no? It doesn't really work the way it was in the 1970s, how kinaklam down kuno yung media. But anyway, we need somebody like that in the Senate. Number 11 would be optional again. Surprising for maybe a lot of my friends. Bam Aquino is in my list. Tentative, because you need a young guy there, somebody who's very qualified. Kung titignan mo lang siya outside of the Aquino name, he can bring in a lot of good in the Senate. But he's just there as my tentative candidate to be voted. Number 12 will be Coco Pimentel, because I believe that you need somebody who fights for institutional reform. I'm an advocate of federalism, and Coco Pimentel fits the bill. Hindi niya pinag-uusapan ngayon, but it's something that we need to push for. In the next 3 years, you only have 3 years left in the time frame of Duterte. So we need somebody who can do that for us in the Senate. So that's my list.
Alright. So guys, reminder again, wala kaming kinakampaign. Ito lang yung mga sarili naming opinion at iboboto according sa aming prinsipyo. Okay, so akin naman, of course, number 1 ko si Alunan. Although earlier sabi ko nga gusto ko ng mga mas bata, pero kailangan din natin magsingit ng isa pang mas senior kasi hindi pa siya nabigyan ng chance. Hindi pa nabigyan ng chance si Rafi Alunan na ito ay during yung time niya under Cory Aquino administration. Napakasipag niya at talagang honest, napaka-dedicated sa kanyang trabaho. Kaya kung mabibigyan siya ng chance, I'm sure marami siya mati-deliver. Second, I have Grace Po. Katulad ng sabi nila, yun din ang mga dahilan ko ba't ko gusto stay si Grace Po sa Senate. Number 3, Cynthia Villar, napaka-motherly, sabi ka ni Mike. Lalo na pagka nag-handle siya ng mga hearing, talagang marami ka matututunan at alam mo yun, hindi niya na-offend masyado. Although, minsan nakaka-offend siya. Pero generally, hindi siya katulad ng iba na pag-grandstanding ang approach. Next, I have Bongo. Nung una nga, surprisingly, nailista ko na siya. Nung una kasi parang may hesitation pa ako, pero we'll see, let's give him a chance, kasi mukhang masipag naman si Bongo. Makikita lang natin yan sa floor pagka ando na siya. Number 5 ko si Sani Angara, katulad ng sabi nila, yung mga taxes issues at concerns na tingin ko kailangan naman talaga ipatupad at i-improve, sinusulong naman niya. Number 6 ko si Pia Cayetano. Siyempre yung pagiging advocate niya sa women's group, di ba? Mga women's issues. For check and balances, number 7 ko, Amy Marcos. Para mabalanse lang, tsaka masipag naman yung tao, di ba? Nung nakikita naman natin yung mga trabaho niya as governor, as congresswoman, di ba? Nagtatrabaho naman talaga. So, well, may mga issue sa pangalan niya. Katulad din ng mga Aquino, mayroon din issue. So, parang ganun lang naman yun . So, yeah, number 7 ko si Amy. Number 8 ko si JV Ejercito kasi kilala ko to personally. Dahil ito ay taga-Sanuan din dati. Ako kasi pala taga-Sanuan dati. Kaya kilala ko kung paano ito magtrabaho at gano'n talaga siya kasincere sa kanyang pagiging politician and public servant. Alright, number 9 ko si Bam Aquino. Kasi si Bam Aquino, Bam Aquino kasi, bata pa siya, naniniwala ako na marami pa siya maitutulong at magagawa, mako-contribute sa bansa natin. At number 1 sa akin, ang gusto ko ma-push niya yung problema natin sa telecommunications. Okay, number 10 ko, si Romy Macalintal. Kasi napaka-passionate ng tao eh. Diba? Maraming tumitira sa kanya lately kasi syempre kandidato siya.
Yes.
Pero makikita mo sa tao napaka-passionate at talaga sincero. At mukha talagang gusto niya talagang ipaglaban lalo ng mga senior citizen. And later on kasi senior citizen na ako eh. Diba? Kaya tulungan natin si tutulungan ko si Romy Mac at ipagdadasal ko na sana manalo siya. So yun lang, hanggang 10 lang ako guys. 11 and 12 ko bakante pa. Kaya kung meron kayong masasuggest according to my principles, suggest nyo, I will check the background. Tingnan natin, baka maisama ko sila sa 12, sa 11 ko and 12. Kasi hindi natin pwedeng bakante yung 11 tsaka 12, kailangan bumoto tayo ng kumpleto eh. Diba? Okay, so, salamat Mike. Malaking tulong ito sa mga, lalo na sa mga kaibigan ko. Guys, hindi ako vlogger Ito ay special video ng buhay ko kasi yung part ito ng 50's and realities ko. Alam niyo yung mga dati kong video na nauna para sa mga kaibigan lang yun at para sa mga Fabi and Aaron. Salamat. Masaya ako nakumpleto ulit tayo, the original Lorin team, di ba? Well, nakakamiss yung dati natin, di ba? So, ano na mga plano natin?
Mike, ikaw muna.
Well, basically,
Papakasal ka na ba, Mike?
I think sooner than later.
Ano nang plano mo? In the coming days, years?
It's been 10 years na tayo na friends, no?
More than 10. Mga 11 years. 2009 tayo nag-meet
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah,
At the time when we convened, no? So it's been a long friendship.
Tagal na.
Marami na rin nangyari. Well, ako, focus with my corporate job right now. Of course, hindi na tayo masyadong bata. We're 30 plus na, unlike you.
Lalo na ako.
Malapit na siya mag-senior citizen. So, we're ano na, towards the settling down stage, I suppose. So, we're towards that journey now.
And Aaron, who has a new girlfriend.
Yes! Hot na hot.
Ang bilis. Ano balita?
Well, we still do. We're doing right now a very key project for our country. So hopefully in the next coming months, magkaroon to ng fruition, lahat tayo makikinabang. I still do my blogging. Kindly support my blog doon sa Lobbyist. The blog discusses a lot of political and social issues. So I still maintain my presence. And yun, so we're entering a new phase ito. Sabi nga ni Mike, kung pumasok ka sa 30s, medyo time to think of settling down. And nandun na rin, pumapasok na rin tayo.
Sabi hindi pa ako settle, no?
Didn't come from me. Straight from the boss.
So anyway, yun, pumapasok tayo sa ganung phase. And para dun sa mga kasama namin sa GT dati, sana okay kayong lahat. Sana you're all doing well, and lagi kayong nasa memory namin, hindi namin kayo makalimutan.
Forever etched in our memory na yan.
Forever sulong.
Forever sulong, kahit yun na, napakatagal na panahon na. And sana okay kayong lahat, and sana siguro sa akin, never lose hope for your country, never lose hope for the future. If you can.
Well, ako naman, ganun pa rin, I still maintain yung job ko, di ba? Pero malapit na rin ako naman ako malis doon. Kasi syempre age ko, no? Kailangan ko na rin mag-focus sa ibang bagay
Alam
na
ba nila yan?
pang senior citizen. Alam nila na alis na ako doon.
Okay.
Of course, yung studio nga, yung photo studio, maintain ko pa rin kasi nag-enjoy ako dito eh. Di ba? Sabi ko sa previous video ko na ito na lang yung gusto kong paglaanan ng mga oras ko sa mga, sa mga aging days ko. Of course, traveling. Yun nga, medyo lumabas na ako sa politics, no? Itong si Aaron na lang siya kasi Mike Atang masyadong updated.
Not really sure.
Yun nga, nakakamiss din yung mga Green Team Philippines
We miss
friends
you all,
natin. We miss you guys. Hindi namin makakalimutan yung mga hirap nyo at suporta nyo na binigay nung campaign ng 2010. Guys,
Talagang
unbelievable
totoong
yun.
volunteerism yun.
Oo, wala talagang pera, wala talagang tayong
Passion lang.
resources, pero nagawa natin makapag-campaign. Hindi naman yung doon yung friendship na nabuo.
Yes.
Diba?
The
Yun ang
network
pinaka-importante. Hindi nyo na ako masyado nakikita lately kasi nga nag-quit na ako dun sa mga group ba yan? Page, di ba? Pero guys, thank you. Namimiss na namin kayo. Sana makapag-get together ulit tayo one of these days.
Correct.
At dun sa mga friends natin sa UBEL community, yung mga relatives namin, ito lang yung aming opinion about the coming election. Sana maging makatulong kahit paano, pero bumoto pa rin kayo according to your conscience. Okay?
Engage.
So, guys, salamat talaga.
Thank you,
Joy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Mike.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.